Check. 1 2 1 2. Testing 1 2 1 2. 1 2 1 2 1 2. 1 2 1 2 1 2. What's up, everybody? It is your boy Doggie Diamonds. This is Doggie Diamonds TV. I'm just going to start. I know I said 8:15, but y'all will pile in while I'm talking and whatever the case may be. It happens like that. I just feel like doing this, then bouncing. I don't want to be on here all night. I don't want to be on here for 40 hours, not even an hour, not even 40 minutes. But I'm going to speak on this really quick. The reason why I'm speaking on this, I don't think that that's gossip, what he said. Gossip is talking about who somebody slept with or, whatever. I don't think that that's gossip. I think that that's the culture. I think that Trick Daddy has the right to say what he feel about anybody. Hey, what's up to the chat room? I see y'all. Shout out to Mega Bill. Shout out to everybody in the chat room. Trick Daddy has the right to say what he wants. Why? Because it's his opinion. And just because it's his opinion, don't mean that it's factual. It means that's just what he thinks. He got a right to think what he want to think. If he think Beyonce can't sing, hey, that's on him. If he think Jay Z is not the GOAT, hey, that's on him. I don't, we can't be sensitive about people's opinion when it comes to this culture. I think when it's gossip, when it's being disrespectful, yeah, that's when you could just say, yo, psst. But, Trick Daddy, although you have the right to have your opinion, people have the right to give their opinion about your opinion now. So you open the door for everything. Yo, you open the door for everything. You said something about hip-hop's royal couple. So you disrespect Beyonce's talent. You disrespect Jay Z's talent. And then now, yo, you in trouble. Not even because of the Jay Z spooky stuff. I just feel like Beyonce's fan base, yo, it's different. What they call the beehive, it's different. It is different. So what I don't like, I'm gonna be real with y'all. What I don't like also is that I'm hearing that they're going on to where his restaurant, like Yelp and places where you leave reviews and trashing his restaurant. No, don't do that. If you didn't eat there, you don't have the right to say the food is not good. Don't do that. But it comes with the territory. And it takes a lot of, it takes a lot of courage and balls to disrespect Beyonce. Beyonce don't even bother nobody. You know what I'm saying? Beyonce don't even bother nobody. So it takes a lot of courage and balls. But if you feel like she could sing, fine. If you feel like she can't sing, fine. Why he's saying it, I don't know. And I think when people do interviews, he has said something like this before. He said it on Clubhouse. And when people do interviews, people bait people into, yo, I need that on my platform. So now, Trick Daddy, they're going to talk about your face. They're going to talk about that belly. They're going to talk about, shout out to OG BB. I'm not jacking Beehive going to Yelp and giving bad reviews. Yeah, I ain't with that either. Thank you for the donation. So, at the end of the day, this is where he messed up. Not because he's dissed him. This is where he messed up. He messed up when he said the first time you heard Jay Z was on Big Pimpin'. What are we doing? The first time we heard Jay Z was on Big Pimpin'. Trick Daddy. I mean, he openly admitted and admits to messing with that candy, that nose candy. So I'm not throwing nothing on him that he never threw on himself. Bro. You got something good though. You got something good. Cause there's no way Jay Z was a national, international artist. You can't say the first time we heard him on the South was Big Pimpin'. That's not true. The first time we heard him in the South was Big Pimpin'. That's just not true. Maybe you didn't hear Reasonable Doubt. Maybe you didn't hear all that, but you heard Hard Knock Life and all that. He did songs with Timbaland. Timbaland's from Virginia. So you can't listen. If you do not specify what you're saying, people can't say, well, he means this. He didn't say that. Shout out to Marlon Bremer for the donation. Trick looked bad. Bit by a zombie in the mid-transformation into bat. No. Don't do that to him. But again, he has a right to say Beyonce can't sing. He has a right to say Jay Z is not that. But you can't say the first time because now you're saying that's the first time y'all heard him. That's just not true. Now look, in 2003, Memphis Bleek did an album called Made. He had a song in 2003. Memphis Bleek has an album called Made. He puts out a single produced by Just Blaze called Round Here. Guess who's on the song with Memphis Bleek in Marcy Project? T.I. and Trick Daddy. So I'm thinking there's some backstory to this. I'm thinking maybe they shortchanged him on that feature or they ain't do right by him. So ever since then, he just had it out for Jay. Because I'm telling you, that's not the first. We do the research. That's not the first time he says something about Jay Z. This ain't it. This is the first time I think in this era of whatever is out. So let me show y'all. Because I like to qualify what I'm saying. I don't like to just be blurting stuff out. But yeah, you can look. The album Made Round Here features verses from Southern rappers Trick Daddy and T.I. The song's produced by Just Blaze. They got a video and everything. And that was like one of the first times we really saw somebody from the South like collaborate with New Yorkers. I don't think Big Pimpin' is before this. We could look it up. Let's do it together as a unit, as a family. Let's look at Big Pimpin'. Let's see if it comes up. So Big Pimpin' was 2000. Big Pimpin' was 2000. And then he went on to do the song after that. But what was Jay-Z's second album? I want to see something, just for argument purposes. Let me see Jay-Z's second album. Where's his discography? Let's look up Jay-Z really quick. Hold on, y'all. Sometimes we gotta research stuff while we doing it. I think volume 2. So all right, so what y'all trying to tell me, all right, so this is what y'all trying to tell me. So I'm saying, I like to make people look like, I don't want to say stupid, but I like to qualify stuff. So, all right, Reasonable Doubt was his first album. and My Lifetime is the second album, right? So what was the songs on this album that were standout songs? There goes that light on that BS. Okay, he didn't work with Timberland to the third album. But you trying to tell me in the South they didn't know what the streets is watching? It was I mean, I'm not gonna speculate. I guess they didn't hear streets is watching. I guess they didn't. So on the third album is damn, where so Big Pimpin' is on this album. Hold on, I'm bugging. What album is Hard Knock Life again? Am I blind? No, that's the second album, right? The City Is Mine. No. What album is Hard Knock Life? Let me look at the chat. Oh. What album is Hard Knock Life? I thought that was the third album. Yeah. The Life and Times of. No, hold on. I'm tripping. It straight up says Hard Knock Life. What's wrong with you, bro? How you skip that? So, okay. Hard Knock Life is Jay Z's third album. Right? This is Jay Z's third album. He has, all right, so on this album, he has Hard Knock Life, Money Cash with this dude, with the dude DMX. I didn't want to say the H word. So if we don't got any hits off this album, we know for a fact that Money Cash, the H word with the dude DMX, with the guy DMX, we know for a fact that everybody heard Hard Knock Life. We know that for a fact everybody heard Hard Knock Life. Not to mention he jumped on the Han remix too. And the Snoopy track has... Damn, the chat is going too fast. Hold on. And the Snoopy track has Juvenile on it. Trick Daddy, cut it out. Cut it out, Trick Daddy. I'm trying to get this, I gotta slow this chat down. It just went berserk. I'm not mad though at all. I'm grateful. But yeah, we gotta slow down a little bit. Hold on. Gotta slow this chat down just a little taste. So yeah, what is Trick Daddy talking about? So if you didn't know him, what I'm saying is that if you didn't know who he was, Hard Knock Life is a song that made the whole world know who Jay Z was. We knew who he was locally in New York. I'm from Brooklyn, so I definitely didn't. Yeah, he had Jay Z. Yeah, so y'all saying it. Yeah, Jermaine Dupri, Money Ain't a Thing. He had stuff that people would have know who Jay Z was. So for him to say we only knew who Jay Z was from Big Pimpin', listen, man, you got a good batch. You got and then they did the movie, remember? That's around the time what's the movie they did? Backstage. But that's the only thing I disagree with that's the only thing I disagree with whatchamacallit, with Trick Daddy, he has a right to say how he feel about Beyonce. If you think Beyonce can't sing, if he think Jay Z is not the GOAT, also, I'm not jacking the. I was with him when he said she's not better than Stephanie Mills, and I'm cool with that. It's a different thing. But when you say Adele, nah, I'm not putting no Adele, whatever her name is over no Beyonce. We not doing that. So you tripping. Because when you say somebody can't sing, at the end of the day, when you think about singing, that's just your opinion on whether somebody can sing or not. Because it's people who say Mary J. Blige can't sing and have been saying that forever. But at the same time, Mary J. Blige got a lot of hit records. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm in New York. How I'm going to tell you. So you trying to tell me you never heard Hard Knock Life? So it sold 5 million only in New York? It only sold 5 million in New York. And they did a whole backstage movie. So we didn't know who he was till Big Pimpin'. I'm not putting no Adele over no Beyonce or nobody. I just ain't doing it. If y'all want to do that, cool. If y'all want to say she's this, that, and the third, y'all could do that. But put them in the verses together. But again, I know, you know, but Beyonce can sing though. To me, she could sing. You know what I'm saying? And keep it tall, man. All these chicks be bowing down to Beyonce. They love her. Her performance, second to none. At the end of it all, I think Trick Daddy is just straight up and down. He got us all talking about him. But again, he got the right though. He really got the right to say what he want. I ain't listening to y'all say what y'all want. Y'all call me biased. I ain't listening to no Adele. I don't know what she made. It's like they got this other white girl on TikTok and all that, and she's singing like Patti LaBelle, and you know everybody's sharing it and all that. I'm like, why? Cause she white. So this is what happens. I'm gonna give y'all the game. She sings Patti LaBelle, and she does sound dope. It's a white girl that, you know, as far as image or whatever, she's singing Patti LaBelle, everybody's sharing it. And then she's gonna get a record deal. She's gonna get a record deal. And all the black girls that be on there singing that actually could sing ain't getting nothing. Cause they're all in shock that the white girl can sing soulfully. She's gonna get a record deal. She's gonna get a lot of money. And then 2 years later, y'all gonna be calling her culture vulture. But y'all did it though. See, I never get that too. How do people I'm about to say I had 666 people in the chat room. I just was not feeling that. But look, I don't really want to bring attention to you, but watch. See, with me, I ain't putting no white people over black people in nothing. It's just me. You could be good. Salute to you for being good. But whenever it comes to you versus a black person, you lose every time. That's just with me. And again, there's people who say Beyonce can't sing. Faith Evans could sing. To me. You know, but then you be saying they can sing, you can't sing. Listen, man. People live, yo. You hear people live, that's when you start seeing what it is. But I'm gonna just keep it real with you. I'm Trick Daddy for the kids. First of all right, now let me give you something else too. Shout out to Corinne Blaze Johnson in the room. Let me give you something else that I don't like about what Trick Daddy did too. He responded and he's just talking about liquor the whole time. And what kind of trips me out about that is like, don't you have like a autoimmune disease? Like, why are you still talking about liquor and stuff like that? And gave these analogies, and what he said was real though. There's other things to worry about in the world, and y'all worried about what I said. But yeah, at the end of the day, dude, you put yourself out there. But why you got an autoimmune disease, bro? Why you promoting talking about Patron and all that? So to me, when people they drink a lot, they smoke a lot of weed, and sniff cocaine, I be like, okay. He said, what? All right, that's cool. But nah, don't go trash the man restaurant. Don't go leaving. Lupus is an autoimmune disease. Trust me. You know what I'm saying? Don't go trash the man restaurant. Don't do all that. Oh, and before I go, yo, why Trina so disloyal to this dude? Like Trina just kick his back in fast, right? Trina talk. I read it was just a headline. Trina talking about she separating herself from him and all that. Why? See, I don't get this one thing I don't get about Trina. I'm dead serious. Honestly, we wouldn't know who Trina was if it wasn't for Trick Daddy. And when she spoke, she gave it to Ross. I don't know if y'all ever seen that. She didn't give it to Trick Daddy. She said it Rick Ross. And I was like, but Nan, when we first saw you, you was on a Trick Daddy record. Nah. Don't do that. But then again, yo, man, what is loyalty to these people in this industry anymore? You gotta think about it. Trina, like, yo, look, I ain't standing with him. I ain't standing with him. He went against Beyonce and Jay Z. Oh, nah. I'm rolling with the elites. I still gotta eat in this game. Trick Daddy doing other stuff. So she's playing them politics. But just don't say nothing though. How about that? How about you just say, yo, my opinion is I don't have one. I didn't watch that Trina versus Eve. I wasn't interested. I haven't really even watched Versus in a while too. But yeah, man. We can't get mad at Trick for what he said. We just gotta correct him with his errors. I really believe with this oh, here we go. You're starting to sound like a New Year hater. Oh boy. Can I address this really quick? Let me just address this really quick. Anytime somebody says something about another region, people automatically say you're hating on that region. Now, out of this whole time I've been on here 25 minutes, I never said that Trick Daddy is hating on New York. I said Trick Daddy has a right to say what he wants. So, how am I hating on? You're starting to hate on the South.
Paint chipper.
How do I mean, New York bias. I mean, there's no such thing as New York bias because I don't have New York bias. Yo, you know what's funny? I listen to more West Coast music than I listen to New York. If y'all follow me on social media, the way that y'all follow these other people that y'all be caviar drinking, you would see me say stuff like Doggy Style sonically is the best album of all time. And the other night I was on here, I actually said Biggie don't belong on Mount Rushmore. So how am I New York biased? They don't get no more New York than Biggie. But I know
you got that paint chip in your blood.
So you want to rock with me. I don't have no New York bias. First of all, listen, I'm not even from New York. I'm from Brooklyn. Let's just get that straight, first and foremost. Everybody that's in New York, that's in a power position, is not from New York, besides Flex. So run the names down the line. Look at everybody. They're not even from New York City. So if you keep wondering why New York is where it's at, blame them. Because the true blue New Yorkers that would never call Sean Price a minor league rapper, we would never disrespect our icons from the city, but somebody from the Bay is going to come over here and say, yo, he's a minor league rapper. So at the end of the day, I'm not New York biased. Straight up. But I know the minute you say anything about anywhere else, you're hating. And let's be real too. Beyonce is from Texas. Beyonce's from Texas. She's not from New York. So if Trick Daddy is saying something about Beyonce, he's talking about a fellow Southerner. So again, don't blame us for New York hip hop. Blame the people that's in power positions in New York City because of corporate America. That's it. Don't blame us. If I was in a place in New York, I definitely would even it out. But this is what they did. It is what it is. Yo, I want to say something really quick though before we go. Yo, when 6ix9ine first came out, yo, it was a lot of people that fronting now. Yo, a lot of dudes. Yo, it's some dudes that are mad because they got taken off of verses with him. I'm just keeping it real. But that's a whole nother subject. But Trick Daddy, you in trouble, bro. They gonna get you. They gonna be on you. But again, man, whenever we're talking about this culture, everybody got a right to say what they want to say without people getting sensitive. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm okay with that. If somebody say, yo, I think he does interviews better than him, I'm okay with that. It don't bother me. It's your opinion. You know what I'm saying? It's your opinion. We should when we talk. Now, if he had said, look, if he had just came on there and said, yo, Beyonce got a wide ass but it's flat, then that's disrespectful. That's disrespectful. If he had talked about her body, if he had talked about her children, anything, that's disrespectful. But if he got an opinion on somebody's talent, yo, it is what it is. Can't be mad at that. You know what I'm saying? But when you being critical, bro, you gotta make sure you alright. You gotta make sure you alright, because they coming for you. I think Beyonce does witchcraft. Believe it or not, though, as a people, being real with y'all, as a people, a lot of our people did witchcraft, but it wasn't evil. I'm telling you, a lot of stuff that y'all think is evil only got evil when them folks got a hold of it. Like even they'll say like when the Haitians defeated the French, they used, voodoo and voodoo. But by the time it get to us, we start saying, "Oh, it's evil." It ain't evil if they defeated the French with it. It's a good thing. But what happens is they start to tell us that it's evil. Then we stay away from it because it's evil. And then they start taking it and bastardizing it and changing it. Just like, remember all them years, don't go to Africa. Don't go to Africa. They got Ebola. They got all types of stuff. Don't go to Africa. But then who's in Africa mining everything? Why they ain't getting Ebola? Why they not catching AIDS? So they in there, and then the Asians went over there and bought up everything. But they was telling us to stay away from there because we was afraid to go against people. I mean, we was afraid to go around people that look like us. But again, y'all be falling for the banana and the tailpipe. So anytime, because even when you look at like movies like The Mummy and all that, even the Marvel movie with Apocalypse and all that, yo, it'd be a lot of deep stuff in there. But what they be doing, they be flipping and bouncing it. Because even when they say names like Set and all that, a lot of that wasn't their names. That's how they flipped it. Because even when you think Greek and Roman mythology, you have the same God, but his name is one thing in Greek and one thing in Roman. But it's the same God. Somebody said Nubian. Hold on, let me get to that super chat really quick. Nubian Allen, facts, dog, is like a gun. You can do good and bad, but exactly. It's all perspective. You know what I'm saying? But I just want to tell y'all, because a lot of times y'all be going hard. The Masons, they be the Masons. It's the Masons. It's the Masons. It's Masonic. And I be like, yo, all that was ours, man. They took it, flipped it, and made us scared of yo, the funniest thing, it's almost like somebody taking your child and making you afraid of your own child. That's what they be doing. That's another thing they do. They go and tell you what's wrong with your child that you know that you gave birth to. And then the child becomes a ward of the state to where they can do whatever to them. And all they really doing is grooming them for prison because it's big money in prison. So they start telling you your child has ADHD, they got Asperger, they got all this stuff. Sometimes it ain't none of that stuff. But then look how they try to tell you about your child. They try to tell you about your child, and how somebody going to tell you about your child more than you. And it's the same thing with a lot of things. They couldn't figure out how we built the pyramids, but they gave it to aliens. And I know this is veered off from the Trick Daddy Beyonce Jay Z thing. I'm off that. We over that. We about to close out, but I'm just saying to y'all, please do research. Please do research on stuff. Now, if you in a house over a pot and it's boiling, because look at the depiction of witches that we always seen, it was always evil. Always. The Wicked Witch. They was always cooking. They always had a broom. That's them. That's their game. It's a movie. What is the name of this movie? Where the black women, and they had like a little church and they was all like witches. Damn, I watched it on Prime. Yo, if you have an elderly person in your family that's still living, that's at least 70 and older, talk to them. They'll tell you back in the days, I used to be an elk. I used to be a mason. I'm an Eastern Star. Yo, you don't. So you trying to tell me grandma is evil? You trying to tell me your grandmother is evil? You trying to tell me your grandmother drink blood? So every time y'all see these symbols, y'all automatically be, It's like when black people show a gun, people are like, oh, you got a gun. Well, some people got a gun license and it's okay to have a gun. It's not illegal. But this is how they was able to trick our mind. And they think, oh, we got a gun. Yo, he got a burner on him. So we think guns is illegal and we can't have one, but they got guns. Walk around with them on their hip. That's how they trick you. That's how they trick you, and that's how they keep doing it. They always talk and they always do stuff and tell you it's bad. It's bad. It's bad. And you stay away from it and they utilize it. Because if there's any witches, now I'm just keep it real, with all due respect, if there's any witches in entertainment, in the entertainment industry, the Kardashians ain't witches? What do they do? No, for real. Before they was putting out makeup lines and they was doing all this stuff to get money, but what was their talent? You know what I'm saying? So y'all got to stop looking at our stuff. Look at the origin of it. Remember, we the creators of everything. We created everything. Everything come from us. We didn't use certain things for evil. So when you get sick and grandma mix some lemon juice and some cayenne pepper and all this stuff and say drink it and then knock that cold out of you, that could be considered to be a witch's brew. That's serious. That could be considered to be a witch's brew. Is that evil? No, and knock that goddamn cold out of you. How you think with some of the stuff that we know, with some of the stuff that we know spiritually, that's how we was able to defeat a lot of these fools, because that's all we had. I mean, they gave us something that we wanted. Obviously, we had to come out of their system and go to a different spirituality to conquer and defeat them, because they gave us something and said, yo, look, here, study this and do this, but I'm using this against you. And then when you say, hold on, remember at one point, think about it, right? At one point, we wasn't even allowed to know how to read. Think about that. We wasn't even allowed to learn. We wasn't able to read. If you knew how to read, the penalty for knowing how to read was death. Think about it. Somebody said something real deep in the chat room. The difference between medicine and poison is the dosage. Absolutely right. So, before I go, remember, stop always looking at stuff and getting spooked out by symbols and stuff. Remember, they stole it from us. They bastardized it. They made you scared of it, but they use it for everything. And now you looking at all your ancient symbols. Like, remember, it was a diss. They was calling people hoteppers and all that. I'm like, damn, so how do you take one of our ancient greetings and make it something derogatory and calling people hoteppers? I didn't think that was funny. Like, how you calling people hoteppers? That's foul. If some people want to say hotep, fine. That's better than saying what up, my nigga. But look who, again, they take everything we do and then they bastardize it and then make us afraid of it. And we be like, yo, hold on. Yo, that's ours. And we get scared. Yes, repackage it and sell it back to you. The late, great, well, not late, he passed a long time ago, but John Henry. When y'all get a chance, when y'all get off here, if y'all not doing anything, you free, watch Dr. John Henry Clark, A Mighty Long Walk. Again, we have to start researching. Research is very important. Very, very important. So you know what to say. Zay Zay, what's going on? Lil Wayne and Nas are my favorite, big bro. Jay was before Ben Pippen, and yes, African natural healing made us look. Yeah, because think about it. Dudes was using herbs for everything. And please, especially the Native Americans, they was eating mushrooms and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Before it became like 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 you doing drugs, smoking tobacco and stuff. That was is old. But when they take it, they want to take it and find a way to market it and make money off it. And they don't want you to make money off of your creation. So they'll tell you your creation is bad. And then they flip it and bounce it, not sounding right, first of all. And then here you go. You be sitting there like, look at her boxer braids. Growing up, we always said, yo, girl is whining and doing stuff like that. Then they was just like, yo, in 20 years from now, the queen in the face of twerking is going to be Miley Cyrus. When that been going on in the South and, a lot of, West Indian countries forever. Africa, go back to African dance. But once Miley Cyrus did it, she's a twerker. But when you go back to Sir Mix-a-Lot video, how did that video start? Baby got back. Oh my God, look at her butt. They was clowning the big butt. They used to clown your big lips. They used to clown your big nose. Now look at them. So you look at yourself. They told you that everything about you, the way you look, right? They told you you look like a monkey, right? They told you look like a monkey. And big lips is bad. Broad nose is bad. Big butt is bad. They told you all of that was bad, to where, we got people that was bleaching their skin and getting nose jobs and all that. They told you all of that. But now look at them. Look at them. Look up who Bo Derek is. Boderek. Bo Derek. Look up who she is. Look why she was famous. She was famous for having cornrows. She was a white girl with cornrows. I'm telling y'all, stop being afraid of what's yours. Just reclaim it. This is what I'm telling y'all. Reclaim it. Take it back and say, yo, hold up. Nah. Y'all trying to trick me. That's mine. Y'all can't do that. Yeah, Kylie said she felt unkissable with thin lips. Now think about this, right? They tell you everything that you have, you look like a monkey. You ever look at a chimpanzee? Hold on. Let me do this. Watch this. Just bear with me. Bear with me. You ever see a chimpanzee, right? So they tell us we look like monkeys when the ape is the big monkey and it's different species. And if you shave an ape down, even though he's dark, he's going to, anyway. Look at this. This is somebody by the name of George Burns. He lived to be very old. Now you show me one black man that looked like this. So they say we look like chimps. They say we look like monkeys. I mean, what we doing? I don't know no black people that look like that. And I didn't even look at that. I don't know why, because his complexion. We don't got thin lips and big ears like that. That's not a trait of ours. He looked more like a damn chimp than anybody. He looked like that chimp. I don't know no black person that look like that. We don't got thin ass lips. So again, but they tell you look like a monkey. Hold on. Let's do one better too. Hold on. Let's go to Junior. I mean, I don't know none of us that look like that. We don't look like that. Even and we could even go to Prince Charles. I mean, we could get because that look like Prince Charles right there. They mess with his face though, but we don't look like that. They always was saying he looked like a chimp. Even when you go to Prince Charles, he looked like that too. So again, you know what I'm saying? Again, we don't got thin lips. That's a lie, doggy. Black people hate black people. But again, you might be right with that, right? But let me who taught you to hate yourself? Who taught you to hate yourself? This is the point of what I'm saying. They told you to hate things about you so they can use it. I'm telling you. So the things that we look at, we actually hate, but where does the hate come from? I mean, if everybody, it's a Star Trek episode where everybody had a funny face. And the girl wanted to get an operation to have the funny face, but then when you saw her face, she had the normal face, but she thought she had the abnormal face because their funny face was normal. It's the same thing. Hold on. Not Star Trek. I'm bugging. Twilight Zone. It was Twilight Zone. It was Twilight Zone. Let me see if I can find it. I love the Twilight Zone too. Yeah, this is it. This is it. Everybody face was like this. Everybody in the whole episode face is just like this. Right? She wanted to get an operation to get their face, but this was her face. And the name of the episode is in the eye of the beholder. So the whole time, all of them had this face, right? The whole time, everybody had this face. Where the hell the picture go? Come on, man. Well, I ain't got no time for all that. But yeah. Everybody had this face, and she wanted an operation to get their face, but look at her face. So this is what they do. They try to tell you about you, how you this. You got a broad nose. Remember, that you gotta think, man. They did a job on Serena Williams. Remember, they was saying, yo, they remember they was like, she got broad shoulders. She looked like a man, and I remember black women started saying, oh, she looked like a man and all that. So she looked like a man because she got broad shoulders and she was Diesel. But look who ended up wifing her. And now look what she's doing to her skin. I don't know why she's doing that. Maybe she got some type of reason. But look. But anyway, yeah, y'all, I'm about to get up out of here. Until next time. I don't know what Serena Williams is doing. But it's all the mind F. And they do that. We fall into it. We got narratives that we've been running with because we don't do research. All we do is if somebody popular say it, it must be real because he a real one. See, when people say stuff, I be like, nah, that don't make no sense to me. That don't sound right. So what I do is I just go open my phone and I figure out if what they saying is right and exact, and I do research. And then I see a lot of remixing. Be a lot of remixing. You know what I'm saying? So again, anyway, I'm Doggie Diamonds. This is Doggie Diamonds TV. Until next time, I'll be back tomorrow or something like that. Look at recent pictures of Serena Williams. Something ain't right. Thank you to everybody for the donation in the super chat. Thank you to anybody who might have sent a Cash App or a PayPal. I cannot see them because I'm live with you right now. Thank you to anybody who might have bought merch or anything. Thank you if anybody hit the like button. Thank you. I don't even care if you hit the dislike. I don't even care. You engage. See, that's what y'all don't be knowing too. You think you're doing something big because you hit dislike. You still gave me engagement.
Paint chipper.
You know what I'm saying? You ain't heard nothing. It's all about engagement. But yo, y'all enjoy the rest of y'all night. Also, follow me on Twitter, my new Twitter. I only got Twitter because you need it for promotion. You almost got to have it. Twitter at DD No Filter. At DD No Filter. Of course, my Instagram is Doggie Diamonds, but at DD No Filter. Again, even if you're in the chat and you talking, go back and leave a comment. You know what I'm saying? And y'all enjoy the rest of y'all evening. It's early now. We don't even know what to do because we normally going live around this time. But now we getting off. So it is what it is. I'm out of here. Peace. Make sure you click subscribe, youtube.com/DoggieDiamondsTV. Until next time, peace.